Hello, hello, you wonderful creatives. I'm Ash. This is Ash Rice Lots. Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a drinking right. Hope everybody's doing well. Couldn't come last week. Everybody in the house was sick, so I was the only one made it out of being sick like a few days beforehand. But then just taking care of everybody. I was like, And then I also needed to finish up my beta read for a book for one of the author buddies. So I went on ahead and did that while I was supposed to be writing. But anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope my sound is doing fine. I think everything is looking pretty good, so I'm ready to get back to normal. Unfortunately, Z Manitech is still sick. Still a bit sick. Um, wound up having some recent stuff get here, so yeah, so we had to deal with that. But yeah, he's feeling better. So let's go into the plan. And yeah, so sorry. It took me a second to get back up here. I was unsure because Streamlabs made me actually pick the stream. Hey there. How do you do, Deja? Okay, sounds good. All right, good. I'm glad. So that's usually the one thing that gets kind of messed up. But and also tonight's drink is good old moonshine. We are doing the dark chocolate coffee one tonight. I didn't feel like going out and getting anything different. My butter pecan I am out of. I need to re-up on butter pecan, but I need to have room in the mini fridge. So that would mean getting rid of the things that I already have. And yeah, so that's where we're at, and we're doing this for tonight. And yeah, so how's everything been going, Deja? What are you going to be working on tonight? And Snowly, what you going to be working on tonight with your sick self? Let me make sure I turned off my phone. Turned off my phone. Thank goodness. There you go. That worked out. Let me move the other headset out of the way. I shall be working on Spell of the Bayou for my project. Getting back into it again. I slowed down a little bit at the end of April because of illness and beta reading and doing other stuff. So hopefully I can finish it within the next few days. We shall see. All right, we're probably organizing my closet, moved because of a new job, so I am unpacking. Okay, awesome, congratulations. I think you remember you saying about the new job, moved all two. Good gracious, that's awesome. Move this out of the way because I don't need that part. Need to see what game can write a review for. Okay, yeah, because I know you got a bunch of keys and stuff. Want to write, but it's so long I'm out of touch with my story now. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Gosh, nabbit. All this other stuff getting in the way. We need more stories in the world. Oh yeah, and that was another thing. I did finish my submission for the Terminus 3 submission, the one where I had the animals coming alive. In which, Deja, if you want to read it, I can send you a copy because it still can be edited because he's still in his editing mode. So luckily it's been submitted. I secured my spot. But other than that, that was the only other thing I went ahead and finished up it finally in April when it was due in February. But yeah, you're gonna be busy anyway, so I'm just saying, if you want it. I wanted to write, but it's been been so long. Yeah, I'm upset that they took away your writing. You should write. Right, join us. I know with all of this unrest and everything that's going on, basically I've been put in for working from home for in a few weeks, and we were supposed to have lower time anyway because we were going into summer. So works out for me. Makes my lunch times real easy to be able to work on stuff. But let's go ahead and get ready for this sprint. We're going to do a 20-minute sprint. We're going to switch on over to the keys. And then, yeah, happy writing. All right, how we do? I will say I really like that song, Beyond The Sun. I need to put that Beyond the Sun. I need to favorite that one. We're probably gonna replay that one. I like that one. Hey, hey. How do you do? I was able to get 234 words on that one. Write that in. Getting in, tightening up sentences. Doing good, doing good. How's the closet cleaning? I mean, not closet cleaning. You're not closet cleaning. You're unpacking. Took out the recycling and started dishes. All right, cool. Getting stuff done. Getting it in. I know tonight's probably gonna be a little slower. That was a nice little section that I knew I was gonna work on, and then the rest of it's gonna be kind of like editing. So I don't know if I'm gonna get much on the next ones, but we're still gonna do it. But I do like it. Like I said, I like that song, so we're gonna do that song again, or start it over. So I'd rather not start it. Yeah, I'm gonna Beyond the Sun. IHF is the artist. Like that one a lot. I've taken to letting it like play music from like the seasons and stuff, like the seasonal things, how it comes out. I guess like, you know, how you can get access to a variety of artists and just letting it play randomly from that. And it's been a good thing, instead of me trying to find stuff and then saving it and putting it on the favorites list, because it always redoes the favorite list. Like no matter how much I can start it from the middle, it'll go back to the top and play everything in order. So then it's the same songs, and we don't get further down the list. I don't know why it does that. I don't know. I don't know if I have to do another setting. I put it on random. It does not matter when I do that on Chill Hop. So whatever it is, it stops me from being able to really mix it up. We'll see what happens later. Maybe it'll fix it. Maybe it was a setting that I don't know about, but I'll play with it at some point. We'll see. But I feel really good about that little bit right there. So I'm glad about that. But what up, two cousins? What are you working on? What are you gonna be working on for tonight? We got 2 more sprints guaranteed. Depending on how I'm feeling, we'll see if we'll do the third one, the 4th sprint. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I know tonight we have what we got going on. I got to pick up the kid, so I had to make a small amount of drink anyway. Pick up the kid at 11 o'clock at night. So, yeah. That's part of the reason why it's probably going to be a little bit shorter tonight. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling. And I've been trying to do the videos that I've been planning on for months. Try to start working on them in January. Everything got a little bit wild, especially in March when we had March Madness. Oh my goodness, March Madness! It got bananas. I wasn't doing nothing but the 2 streams per week or 3, depending on what week it was. I wasn't able to do nothing else. Reading anything good? Right now, I'm actually ARC reading. Something about Jessica Cage. What is it? It's the Wolf Fae one. Let me get it. I got my thing. I am ARC reading because I want to know how. I want to know what ARC readers have to go through. So Jessica Cage had one come up, and I was like, let me do it. I am ARC reading To Aid a Wolf by Jessica Cage. So, Jessica Cages? Is it Cages? It got Cages on this bad boy. I thought her name was, for some reason, I thought her name was just get Jessica Cage. What? All this time I've been calling her? No. Well, maybe that's just how it's formatted in the book. But that's what it says at the top of it. Hold on a second. Let me go back to the beginning. Ooh. Cover page. No, Jessica Cage. I was like, what is it? At the top of the thing, it says Jessica Cages. But on everything else is fine. Everything else is fine. But it's To Ada Wolf by Jessica Cage. So this is my first time ever ARC reading a book. So I wanted to try it out and see, because I want to know what readers are going to be doing. Like the people that I would like to read, like to go through the process of the author process of writing books and everything. So when Spell of the Bayou, when I'm done with it, I'm going to have a beta readers, right? And then I want to have ARC readers. So once I get to the editor, in which I'm a beg and plead with Chelsea. Because I wanted her to edit my stuff. And she was like, I'm tired of y'all pussy ass bitch. Because I'm saving up because of my word count. It's per 2 cents per word. So I'm going to save up and pay for an editor. And I wanted her to edit because I knew she would be very honest about the work. I would rather somebody be very honest about it, and they might feel like they're breaking me down, but really and truly, I have a friend who is a beta reader, and when he actually does read it, he destroys worlds. That's like, it's like his goal is to do that, and I'm like totally okay with that. I hate it at the time. I'm like, oh my God, why can't you just like it? Most of the time. But he does that, so I want that. So I'm hoping I can beg her to take my money so I can get it properly edited. But also, like I said, I want to learn how, like, the process of what readers are going to have to go through. Like, I want to do it so I can understand when I am setting up my beta readers, my ARC readers, and all that kind of stuff. Heck, that was the reason why I became a beta reader in the first place, because I was like, I know people do this, and I definitely did it for like some friends with short stories and stuff like that, but I never really stepped outside of and being like, I'm gonna put myself up there and add my email to this list and see if they choose me to beta read. I'm gonna do it, set a time, set a date, everything, make sure I'm doing my reading and my comments and being honest in my review. So anyway, yeah, so I just want to know what the process is. I can talk about that all the time. What up, JK? Nice to see you. Working on Spell of the Bayou for me. I needed to finish it up. It was supposed to be finished by the end of April. Things happen. People sick. Currently, one of them sick in the comments right now. Stuff goes on. But we're going to catch up. And March Madness definitely was a lot. But got words in, yeah. It's organizing house. Or yeah. Hey. Yeah, definitely Jessica Cage. I don't know why it said it in there like that. Well, maybe because it's the ARC read. Maybe something happened. I don't know. But it was definitely like what she used for the ARC read. Oh, I can't remember. But basically, I had to set up an account. I never set up an account. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I thought it was just basically you're gonna put out like a survey. In which I've seen some people put out a survey saying, hey, do you want to participate in this ARC read? Fill out this survey. Send me a link to what you do when you do your reviews or whatever. But I didn't know there was, I knew there was like systems in place, like certain services in place to be able to do them. I was like, let me take a look. And she uses a service. And I was like, okay, let me set up an account, and then it'll connect to where I can do the review and connect it to the ARC read account. NetGalley. I think it was NetGalley. I think it was. Other times from the author. Okay, it's hard to find honest editors, even beta readers. Yes. Like, I'll be honest. I just beta read something that I was like, I'm going to be as honest as possible. I liked it. I thought it was a bit wordy, but I said that in the review. And yeah. All right. So let's get in another 20 minutes. on the clock. Happy writing, y'all. All right. How did you do for that one? Let's see what I got. 538. So what that would be 200, 204? 204. 234 to 538. Yep. 204. That was a good one. I didn't think I was going to get that many. But luckily, that's like pretty much a sentence and some corrections on dialogue. So, yeah, I rewrote the sentences in that area. And I find that doing it on a separate document, like I'm looking at the original, and I'm like, okay, I don't like how this is, or I need to tighten this up, or something like that. And then I go on to the new one and fill it, like, redo it, rework it, and everything, and then I can keep track of how much of my editing I'm doing. I would like, by the time I finish Spell of the Bayou, I would like it to be to where, hey, for draft number 1 through number 5, this is the word count I have for each one of them. What specifically did I decide to work on? Like on this one, it's just pretty much a full-on fix it. But initially when I first rewrote it, for after the first draft, it was like pretty much filling in whatever was like weird scenes that I didn't want to work on yet, or not weird scenes, but scenes that I didn't want to work on yet, or felt like, oh my goodness, I need to add this to the plan and figure it out. And then moving on to the next, like I focused on, I believe the second one was focusing on dialogue. The third one was focusing on descriptions. No, the second one was descriptions and filling in scenes. And then the third one was descriptions again, then dialogue and character stuff. And then the fifth one, this one is pretty much anything that I think that I can tighten up. I do have an issue with using things like not using conjunctions, descriptive words in some areas. Like I just am like said all the time. And which I know that's pretty much the regular dialogue tag, but do better. Anyway, but I like to have a little bit more action in my descriptions in some areas. Not action, action in the descriptors of sentences. Like they're actually doing things while they're talking. I do like that. I mean, I know it's a little aggravating for some people, but I do like that a lot. I like having the ability to talk about what they're doing as they're talking, so the sentence is happening as they're moving, not a stagnant talking and then start up the action again later. I've always liked that type of writing anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Yep. So anyway, yep. How did y'all do? Let me mark that 538. Don't want to have to do any extra math at the end of this. I'm gonna put the keys up there. But yeah, other than that, I am liking it. I am hoping that it will be able to be done, like I said, in another week, maybe the middle. But I'm not. This has been a bit more daunting than I have thought. I struggled with the short story submission, in which I'm usually about 2 weeks late, no matter what. When it comes down to other people's deadlines, and my deadlines are usually pretty good. But with this novel, I have turned into a liar. So there is that too. Trying to do better. I know I'm going to take a nap. Oh, that is right. So I am going to take a nap before I go pick up the kid. So when I get off of here, I'm going to go ahead and lay down. And I do need to set a timer. I thought about it while I was writing. I was like, oh yeah, I need to set an alarm for 10:30 p.m. And save that. Yeah. And what else is going on? Other than that, yeah. Cleaning up, editing, gonna put it up there. I don't know how far in. Like, I'm trying to figure out a good timeline. So I have my timeline for my writing and everything because I want this to be published and ready to go in October. But then I'm like, how far out should it be before I start making videos that kind of reveal what I did in order to get here? Like, you got these videos, these actual writing, some tips and tricks that I think of that can warrant a whole video. I put up and will continue to. Then at some point. But the other thing is, will I post like my snowflake of the story? How did it evolve? Now, I don't think I kept real good track of how it evolved during the time of writing it. And then when I went and did edits, like updating the drafts, realizing something didn't work, removed a bunch of scenes and things like that. Pretty much it was a live document that kept getting updated. I was using Plotter for a good bit, but I wound up just transferring back into Google Docs, and that was because I had to change my. It was mainly because of my free write, because I started writing a bunch on the free write, and you can't connect it to Plotter. Well, obviously you ain't gonna be able to see anything about Plotter on the free write, but I was like, I could just have the two, but then it's like, why have these two? Why have the screen? I probably could have did it on my Kindle though. Probably could have brought my Kindle with me. I don't know. For the next book, I will rework my drafting process, in which I want to get to work on my next book now. So I need to hurry up and finish the Spell by You, so I can start having some weeks to get together and work on a book that I've drafted 2-3 times during NaNoWriMo, which is the dragon series that I've been working on. I wanted to do 3 books, and I was like, the reason why I decided not to do that first is because it was 3 books. It was like, calm down, cool your jets. So I wanted to do a standalone, and it could be in the same world or realm of the dragons. So I was like, why not? Let's just do the one standalone story, which could be extended later. Definitely not. I'm definitely not closing every single thread, because every character can have their own thing going. So some of the threads with the other characters are in there. Okay, Deja, I think you can share those as you go. One thing I've heard, and I'm terrible at myself, is just sharing as you go through plotting, drafting, etc. It could help get interest in the story. Okay, yeah. Like, I wanted to finish it and then be like, hey, this is my one sentence summary. This is my 1 paragraph summary. This is my 4-page summary character, because I did the snowflake method in order to fill it in. I did add some steps such as romancing the beat, like making sure I had my beat sheet and everything with the romance in it. Figured out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I was trope heavy, but I did look through tropes and stuff to figure out what I would like to have, and character archetypes. So I can always talk about that and everything. So I'm hoping that, it'll turn into help with the intrigue, like you said. So why not? I was just trying to figure out when I'm gonna do that. But all right, let's get back. Let's get another sprint in. Okay. Yep. Sprint in. Happy writing, y'all. Or cleaning, straightening up, organizing. Look at me. I'm always doing something wrong. How did you do? Sorry. How did you do? I got 279 on that one. I did much more than I thought I was going to do. And yes, the music is awesome. I'm loving the music. We're gonna on this. The break is shorter. Yeah, I'm always messing up something. The break is a little shorter this time because I want to make sure we get in the last sprint, and then I can be on my way off by 8 o'clock, because I know I'll start talking right after a sprint. I gotta have the sprint a little sooner. Finished dishes, started making dinner. All right, what you eating? What you cooking for tonight? I can tell you we had mixed veggies, rice, and steak. I think it was steak and gravy, like stew beef. No, maybe stew beef and gravy. I think it was stew beef and gravy with the mushrooms and the onions. It was good. It was good. Like earlier today, I made a chicken wrap because I had some marinated chicken in the refrigerator that I needed to use. I was gonna go because we were intending on making it for dinner one night. I don't know what came up though. So we're like, it's already marinated. It's in a bag. We can leave it in there and we'll make it later. But then I was like, I think that was like on Sunday. And today's Thursday. So yeah, so I did go ahead and cook that. We thawed it out Sunday. Yeah. And seasoned it up. Yeah, it was supposed to be a Sunday item, but I was doing too much. Because I had done some black beans with ham hocks and sausage, rice, mixed veggies. I mean, I like roasted garlic. I did all kinds of stuff with that thing. What else we had with that? Cornbread? I don't remember. I don't know. Snowly, tell us. So what we had on Sunday. You told me not to make the chicken because we already had... Oh, we had zucchini and squash for our vegetable. And then we had some rice and then the black beans, but I treated them like they were red beans. And that turned out great because I definitely have made black beans and it just didn't... It wasn't enough flavor. So I put in ham hocks and big old... Was it bacon? It was like these big old bacon pieces they had gotten from Food Depot. And I was like, why not thick old hot pieces? Put those in there. And, you're seasoning veggies and all that good stuff. You got your bell peppers and celery and onion and all that good stuff. And I was like, why not? Husband's eating okra soup and I'm eating tater tot casserole with asparagus. All right, cool. I don't think I've ever had okra soup. I've definitely had tater tot casserole. Love it. But okra soup, I am very new to that. Very new to that. Okay, Snowly, yep. All right, so let's go ahead and put another 20 minutes on the clock. We're getting it in, getting food done, getting stuff done, words in. So let me go ahead and get that switched on over to the keys. All right, so this is the last sprint for the night, y'all. Happy writing or working, doing your stuff, chilling. All right. How'd it go? That one was pretty good. That was, again, 817. 1, 0, 7. So 194. 194. 1. All right. Much more than I thought I was doing. I don't know. I guess I was just in a good mood to do through the scene. So that was 4. 1. Wait. Eight pages. 8 pages of updates, fixing paragraphs. I was like, paragraphs and dialogue. How'd you do? And that was the last one for the night. This is the final break. Feel pretty good. Still working out stuff. Trying to get them done. Like I said, I'm gonna go take a nap after this, so I can leave and be nice having the nap already started, going to sleep. So in order to pick up the kid, cause she get off at 11. Supposedly, if they're closing, it sucks. Yeah, it took me a second. I had to count up everything, and then I was like, yeah. I am okay. I am okay. I had to think. I had to walk through and think. But yes, I do need to take a nap before, because I am actually kind of tired today. But that's just because, where I work at, we are handling a lot of calls because of the time of year it is. So what can you do? They're a very busy time. But after next week, we should be slowing down again, and then we actually have to go back in and work for 2 days a week. And then after that, we go in and work 1 day a week for a couple months because it's the summer break, and then we should be back to normal. But it just depends on, like I said, the political climate, what's going on at the campus. We'll see. More power to them students. More power to them. How you feeling? Were you able to get some of the review ins? Get some of the cake feet? What was it? Cake feet? Cake runner? Go ahead and close out a couple of these things. I don't know. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna probably review Cakefoot. No, I didn't play. Okay, you didn't play yet. All right, but I think I am gonna post up like kind of the once we get closer to the release date. Obviously, I'm gonna be sharing more and more about the writing process. But I do know that after I thought about it a little bit more. I'm thinking like 3 months after I can start posting and making videos on going through the snowflake method and everything, because that is my favorite method to go through. And then maybe for the next book I might try a different method or update it more, try out some other techniques to see if it'll help me out with plotting the story for the next set of books. So I don't know, when I actually do, I want to work on a series next, unless I get another idea for a standalone. In which this is not, like I said, not really a standalone, because it can be expanded later. With plans on expanding, because it has characters in there who will have like different endings and stuff. Like they're not gonna completely end in this book, so they have the potential of continuing on in the series, and it'll be an update of the current of the characters for the first book, but it will be another story or a continuation. But the rule that I want to keep in mind, if I decide to keep on working on if I decide to turn anything into a series, like I'm leaving it open for a series possibility, but it'll be a series with different couples, different relationships and stuff like that. I want in the future though, the bad guys got to keep getting better. So like your bad guys got to keep getting worse. The stakes got to keep getting higher until ultimately save the world situation. So right now we're starting with the Bayou. So so I'm having a lot of fun with this one, with the final edits and stuff, and then getting it ready for beta readers. But either way, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I will sit here and talk, y'all. I will sit here and talk. I do hope everyone had a good writing session, good reading, whatever you were working on, doing your review stuff. And yeah, I'll be back on Thursday unless somebody gets sick. Unless I get tired. So I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us. Bye.